Hi guys, my name's Emma and I did this really fun summer makeup look and I really love the way it turned out, and if you want to see how I did it, then just keep on watching. So I have a couple new products here today that I want to try out that I've just been getting over this summer, and a few of them I haven't tried. Starting off with the first MAC Prep and Prime. It's the new Fix Matte. My sister got me this for my birthday and I'm really excited to try it out. It's supposed to help with oily skin, so it looks like that. And I have the old one. Woo! I have the old one. Here's the difference in that one. This one is more just like to nourish your skin. This one is supposed to help with the oiliness, so it's more of a primer. So we're going to start off with this guy. We're just going to shake it. Oh my. It doesn't feel super sticky, which is good. Once again, I can definitely feel that it's there. So we're gonna move on to the next step, which is another primer. And I got these two new primers right here. This one is called the Tatcha Silk Canvas. And then this one is the Flower Perfecting Primer. Just looks like that. It says Tatcha, it's a little circle. And then you just take the lid off and it looks like a cream. The point of a primer is to keep your makeup in place, and you just don't want to have to deal with like having to fix it up every 10 minutes. Like that's just not worth, if you're paying good money for a primer, you want it to work and really do what you need it to do. So by seeing that, we're actually going to try another new, well, I wouldn't say it's a new foundation because I've used the, what is this called? The Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation before. I just went up a shade because it's summer, so I'm actually, oh my god, I went from a 115 to a 130 because I noticed I went to an event a few nights ago and I used my old foundation and my face was white as paper and my body was somewhat tan and it looked bad and it looked wrong, and no one decided to tell me till I was down there, so that was exciting.
We're not going to make that mistake again, ladies.
Another new product we're going to be using is a new beauty blender. This is from Pink Pewter Splash and Swirl. Ooh. They need a new catchphrase. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. I don't like that. Okay, so the next step, we're going to be doing the NARS. Is that upside down? Is that backwards? I don't know. We're going to be using the NARS concealer in Light 2 Vanilla Soft Matte. Alright, so we have finished our skin. We did contour, blush, highlight, primed our eyes, and did our eyebrows. And then I already set it again with the Fix Plus. And I have to say, my skin really, like in person, it looks great. Like, I haven't noticed any major creasing yet. Like, usually at this point I'd already feel like really gross. Now we're going to move on to the eyeshadow, and we're going to be using the Life's a Drag palette made by Lunar Beauty and then Jeffree Star's palette, Thirsty. Both of them launched this year during the summer, and I think they're both, actually the Jeffree Star sold out. Jeffree Star's Thirsty retails for $48. These are all metallics, the middle row. These are just your basic blends, and then these are your more fun colors. I've touched in this palette before. Really good, like pretty consistent in all their formulas. Lunar Beauty, this is their very first palette called Life's a Drag. This company is run by Manny Mue, who's another makeup guru. I think this palette is so cute, especially for like their very first. They got a great color range. It's just, everything was on point. Everything looks so good, and I love the names of both of the palettes. Like they all fit so well. For the longest amount of time, I've been trying to find a really good yellow, and that's so hard. Like I have the old Morphe palette, and they have a few yellows in there, and none of them really did anything for me. And we're gonna start off with the yellow. I'm gonna mix both the yellow, which is called Quench, in the Thirsty palette, and then I'm also going to mix the other yellow, Campy, in the Life's a Drag palette, and we're just going to start off there and put it all over our crease. And I'll be using the Morphe R39 brush and just going to dip into both and put it but all over the lid. Something I recently learned about using brighter colors or even like super dark colors that aren't like a usual that you use. If you put your primer on your eye and you don't set it with anything, it causes the color to come out so much better and just such a higher pigmentation, and it also helps it stay on a little better because there's nothing like in the way to keep it in place. One thing that I do note that's different about the two palettes, I do notice Thirsty's a little bit more chalky. Not chalky, but it has a more fallout, so it's a little bit more messy. But both formulas are great. I love them. So to tie it all together, now that we have the top coat done, I'm going to bring it to the lower lash line too. We're going to take some stroke, and we're going to take some taste buds. And I haven't used this brush a whole bunch. I used it once and I didn't love it, but it wasn't like awful. I felt like it got the job done, but it wasn't anything like, oh wow, this is like one of the best brushes I've ever used. Right now I'm just marking out where I want all the shadow to go, and we're just going from there. Throughout mixing it, I'm also just going to keep adding the yellow on top to make sure it stays vibrant. But we're just bringing it to the outer corner and to the inner corner, and then for right now we're just leaving the actual like lid pretty clean. I'm actually going to switch over to the Morphe M441 brush and try to get it a little bit cleaner. Now I'm going into the Lunar Beauty palette and I'm taking Snatched, and I'm using the packing brush on the Lunar Beauty brush, and I am just putting it on the outside corner to deepen it up a bit. I'm flipping it over and I'm putting it back into the Thirsty palette, taking those two colors and just blending it into that. So now I'm just taking some detailed brushes, the Morphe E36, and I'm taking one for the dark pinker coats, and then I'm taking one for the yellow. And for the yellow one, I just went around the sides and brightened it up a bit. And this way, I'm just taking, this one I'm taking for the pinks, but this just makes it a little bit brighter without smudging or like overdoing the line. So now I'm going back in with the yellow detailed brush. I'm going in with Campy and Quench again, and I'm just going to go on top on either side like this. I'm going to take Shape Tape, and then I'm going to take a Morphe M210 brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of the concealer. I'm going to move my eyelid up to stamp the top part. Know where to go there. Huh.
Do you have any headphones I could borrow? So I don't have to check my dates?
No. I don't want that. So now that we carved it out, we're going to take the same brush with the pink, and we're just going to make sure we blend it together. We're going to take the detail brush now, and we're just going to get the top part of it right here. Now what we're going to take is, we're now taking the Morphe M561 brush. It's another packing brush, and we're either going to take Beat from the Lunar Beauty palette, or we're going to take Snatched from the Jeffree Star palette. I think we're going to put the Snatched just because it's a little bit darker, and then we might put Beat on the inner corner. We're going to take Snatched, which is right here, we're just gonna get a little bit on our brush. We're actually just going to take same brush, go back in and snatched with this, which is the dark maroon color, and we're just going to take it on the outer corner. Just going to take it right here, about halfway in, and turn the brush over, and just blend it into the yellow. Like so, and then we're going to take a little bit more of Taste Buds. We're going to take our detail yellow brush and we're just going to put her underneath and in the front to put it all together. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to take some Lorac black liner and just put it on the waterline. Perfect. Highlight is done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply some lashes. So I'll just be taking my Clinique Chubby Lash Mascara and I'm just going to put it on my lashes so that they can stick together with the false ones. Are you kidding me? So for the palette, I would definitely recommend getting both. I think they both have a great range of color. The yellows on both are great. I would personally probably get the Jeffree Star palette just because it has a little bit more uses. But if you want colors and you want to try some new stuff, then definitely go for the Life's a Drag too, because that one's amazing. As for the foundation with the primers, I absolutely love the primers. I haven't had this great of a primer in such a long time, and I really noticed a difference in my skin. And I mean, the foundation was great. It might even be still a little bit too light, but that's okay. We're gonna just roll with it. It's fine. Nobody notices. It's fine. We're all good. But yeah, overall, I think this went really well, and I love the look it came out with. I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, anything you want, really. I mean, it's up to you. So also visit the Scion Siren page. It's a page where a bunch of talented artists put their work, and you should definitely check it out. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.